Hey there and welcome to Come On in the Kitchen, aka Let's Get Cooking. Today I'm showing you how to make a mixed berry crisp. It's a great spring and summer dessert, so come on in and let's get started. I'm going to use 3 cups of fruit, strawberries, blueberries, and blackberries, mostly strawberries for this one, but I'm going to start off by showing you how to make the crisp, and that's the topping. So I'm taking some oats, and I'm mixing that in with some flour and some sugar and butter, and that's how we're going to make the crisp, which is the topping that goes on top of the fruit. Let's talk about crisps for a minute. Crisps are basically fruit pies, except that they don't have the bottom crust. They just have a nice buttery, crispy crumble on top. I use apples sometimes. I use pears, strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, cherries, any of those fruits that I feel like having at the time, and just put this nice buttery crisp on top of it. Bake it. Add some vanilla ice cream or whipped cream, and it is just a great quick dessert, especially to have in the spring and summertime because it's just so easy to make. Back to the topping, I mix my flour, I mix my oats, I mix my sugars, some cinnamon, and I'm just combining those before I add the cold chunks of butter. And that's just the first part. I'm going to set that to the side, and then I'm going to start on the fruit portion of this here crisp. Now, it's not all shown in this video, but I am adding about 3 cups of fruit. This is 2 cups right here, but I did add about another cup of strawberries to it. I wanted it to mainly be a strawberry flavor, accompanied by a few blueberries and blackberries, just to give it that combined flavor. But it could just been strawberry. I was thinking maybe I'll just make a strawberry crisp, but then I had the other fruit, so I just added them in. I'm going to go ahead and dice up my strawberries into smaller bits, smaller little pieces, so that it'll cook faster and cook more evenly. So they'll be about the size of the blueberry when I'm finished cutting up my strawberries and dicing them. You don't have to, but I just prefer the smaller pieces instead of the big chunks of strawberry. I don't like the way that bakes, and I don't like the way it tastes in dessert. So I like smaller pieces. So as I'm dicing those up, I'm going to just go ahead and place them in my dish, in my bowl. And I also have some blackberries that I did chop up a little bit. And once I add them to the bowl, I'm going to just combine a few simple ingredients with those. And then they're going to be ready to basically go into the oven. I'm adding in some sugar. And then I'm adding a couple tablespoons of flour, some vanilla, and usually a little squeeze of lemon. Like I said, this is a very quick and simple dessert to make during the week or on the weekends, and it'll taste great. And anybody you share it with, they'll most likely like it. Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite pie? What's your favorite crisp? Or what's your favorite cobbler? I love peach cobbler. I love apple pies. And I love basically any type of crisp. I just like fruit desserts, period. Warm with some vanilla ice cream. That's one of my top desserts. So right now I'm giving it a mix. I'm just mixing in the sugar, the flour, and the vanilla, and little bit of lemon juice. And just mixing that all well and incorporate it. Add a little extra sugar, and I'm gonna just take this and I'm gonna put it in my pan. And I'm using I bought this new loaf pan, and it was just so pretty, the color, that I decided to use this. It's not your regular pie pan, but it bakes just the same. So I'm using my little loaf pan today, and I'm just gonna go ahead and add my fruit. That's the first layer, the main layer, or I should say half of it. And then on top of the fruit, I'm just going to smooth that down evenly. And on top of the fruit, I'm going to go ahead and add that crumble crisp. One thing I really enjoy about this dessert is the combination of the colors. They are just very spring, summerish, that red, that blue, just right on time, very seasonable, very pretty. Back to finishing up the crisp. Now I have my oats, my flours, and my sugars combined in this bowl. And now I'm going to go ahead and add that stick of butter, Make sure it's diced up. And I'm going to go ahead and just mesh that in and work that in with my pastry cutter. Now with this pastry cutter, you have to have some extra patience and for waiting for it to all mix in and combine together. So I'm going to pull out my handy dandy finger tools and use my hands to go ahead and work this together and just get this crumble topping combined. I'm trying a fork. The fork will take me but so long, but so far. Now on to the unconventional mixing tool. And these work great because I can get everything mixed into the butter. This is what creates the crumble. So you need the fingers. You need all the fingers just to work everything in, evenly distributed, so that we can get that final crumble mixture that that I seek after. There it is. The crumb topping is complete. That's how it should look, like little clumps of sand. And that's going to go on top of the fruit mixture, bringing back out that fruit mixture. I'm going to go ahead and just sprinkle this crumb coating, a crumb topping on top of the fruit. Once it's all on there, then it'll be ready to go into the oven. And I have plenty, so this is going to have a good fruit to crumb topping ratio because that's what most people like. They usually like the dough, the topping. In comparison with the fruit, they like a little extra dough and topping. So this is perfect. Okay, now it's ready. That is how the crisp looks. It's ready to go into the oven on 425. Correction, I actually baked this on 375 for 35 to 40 minutes. And voila, there she is. My mixed berry crisp looks so good. Where is the vanilla ice cream? Where is the vanilla ice cream? It's warm out the oven. I'm going to go ahead and scoop that out, put it in a bowl, put some vanilla ice cream on top or whipped cream, whichever you prefer. And that's a great summer dessert. Thanks for cooking with me. Thanks for coming in the kitchen. Until next time, you have a blessed day, and I'll see you again.